My name's Raylund Romero. I work for Petroleum Helicopters, or formerly Petroleum Helicopters. Now we're PHI Inc., one of the largest commercial helicopter operators in the world. And I act as a procurement manager for PHI. We've went through a robust selection process to choose the best software we could find in the world. So it was a worldwide search. We went through 109 different aviation vendor softwares, but only after reviewing a robust set of requirements that we had listed. And these requirements basically covered, usability, ease of use, security was very, very important for us. Basically, FAA requirements, that it would meet the requirements that we needed. Also, growth with the company, would this vendor be able to grow into the future cost-wise as well. But also the size and number of implementations and how many successful implementations had they had, their financial history, were they going to still be there 10 years down the road. So there was a lot of important issues. Collaboration management was a very big must for PHI. Web-based functionality was a big must for PHI, which eliminated a lot of the 109 right off the bat when you started looking at the vendor's ability to collaborate with other systems as well as the web-based systems. Once we reduced it down to, for people that could not produce web-based systems, it went down to 30 vendors. From the 30, we narrowed it down to 7 vendors. And from those 7, we created these robust demo scripts where we actually had a vendor fair at our facility. And these vendors actually followed these scripts, and they were scored by our individual employees in different departments. Upon averaging all the scores, we selected the final vendor. And we had vendor visits actually from some of Ramco's, was certainly the vendor selected. And basically, so we got an opportunity to not only visit Ramco users. We visited Columbia Helicopters, which really just knocked our socks off on what they were doing with the software. We also had the opportunity to travel to India and see how the software was tested, which was important to us. They did load testing. Where was the breaking point of the software? All very important to us. We having a fleet of 270 now helicopters, we knew our fleet would be growing, millions of transactions. We wanted a system that could handle, all these transactions and not come falling apart down the road. So all this testing was very important to us. How did they assemble the software? Meeting the awesome team that Ramco had in Chennai was all very important to our selection process and actually the implementation process as well. Worked with a group of individuals with Ramco from every arena, from the quality standpoint, engineering, maintenance, materials, every part of that organization had an expert to actually be a counterpart with one of our experts in the implementation process. And we had a charter that we followed somewhat as a Bible, and documented the whole process all the way through. Kept on schedule, kept on track, kept on cost, and were able to implement the system in an 11-month period. Turned the switch off to the old system, turned the switch on to the new, and never have looked back since. It's been 10 years now, and very proud of what the savings we've achieved from the Ramco system. The return on investment has exceeded our expectations, and we're proud to say that we are a worldwide Ramco user. PHI has really taken hold of the system and has probably utilized it in ways no others have. We took advantage of every aspect of the system to include electronic record keeping, FAA approved electronic signature, which has tremendously helped reduce our turn times throughout, and not only the refurbs that we do in our hangars, but also the work carried out in our different shops. So this technology of even having historical record cards for our components and has just been a big plus. It was like PHI walking out of a cave into the future when we implemented this software. Other areas that we were really impressed with, of course, is our planning and forecasting modules within Ramco. We use on a regular basis to help us the request matrix requesting, because we are a worldwide organization and have bases spread out all through the United States as well as scattered out through the world. And having these request matrix really helps having the right part at the right place at the right time. Happy to be here at RUM 2015 with the Ramco group and so many colleagues from around the world. You know, it's just an extraordinary event to be amongst such of the best in the industry, and to be able to synergize and just share ideas with some of what I would consider some key people all over the industry in every arena, from materials to engineering to maintenance to, just have that type of camaraderie amongst us is just powerful. The thoughts that are shared, some of the ideas that would help the system grow and even be better is just extraordinary.